finding a comfortable position, allowing your body to settle, noticing the support beneath you, feeling the gentle weight of your body as it rests. And with each breath you take, letting yourself feel more grounded, more present, more here. In this moment, a moment of calm, a moment of pause, a moment where nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be fixed, only presence, only awareness, only being. As you settle into this space, bring your attention to the rhythm of your breath, noticing the gentle flow in and out, without trying to change it, without trying to control it, simply observing. And as you observe, you may begin to notice the mind starting to move, thoughts arising, images appearing, memories, anticipations, worries, plans, random fragments. And instead of trying to stop them, instead of trying to push them away, allow them to be there gently, like clouds passing through the sky, because the mind is naturally active, naturally curious, naturally moving. And tonight, you are learning a new way to be with it, a way that does not require control, does not require suppression, does not require monitoring, a way that allows thoughts to slow down on their own, naturally, effortlessly, without struggle. And as you hear my voice, you can feel your nervous system beginning to understand that calm is possible, even with thoughts present, that quietness is possible. Even when the mind moves, that peace is possible without effort. Now notice the spaces between your thoughts, those gentle pauses, those small moments of stillness that occur naturally, and bring your awareness there, noticing how the mind naturally pauses between one thought and another, noticing the brief silence, the subtle gaps. And with each pause you observe, allow yourself to feel the gentle expansion of calm, the widening of presence, the subtle softening of tension, the slow return to a state of ease. Imagine now that each thought that arises is like a leaf floating on a slow-moving river. You do not need to grab it. You do not need to push it away. You do not need to follow it downstream. Simply notice it, see it, and let it drift effortlessly, naturally. And as each thought floats by, feel the space behind it, the space that is always there, the quiet, open, expansive space that is your natural awareness, a space that does not need to fight, a space that does not need to control, a space that simply is. As you continue to breathe slow, gentle, effortless breaths, allow your body to soften, let the shoulders drop, the jaw release, the muscles of the face and neck melt, the hands rest, the legs relax, and notice how this softening supports the quieting of the mind, how the nervous system begins to settle, how the habitual overthinking, the habitual hyperactivity begins to lose its grip naturally, without effort, without judgment, simply through gentle observation, through mindful presence, through acceptance. Bring your attention now to a point of awareness in your body, perhaps the rise and fall of the chest, the subtle movement of the abdomen, the gentle beat of the heart. And as you notice these sensations, allow your attention to anchor there, using the body as a calm, steady point amidst the river of thoughts. And each time a thought arises, a worry, a plan, a memory, simply return to the sensation of the body. Return to the rhythm of the breath. Return to this calm, steady anchor, knowing that this is your natural state, your resting state, your place of safety and quiet. Allow the mind to notice thoughts, and and gently label them if you wish: thinking, planning, remembering, worrying. And as you label them, do not judge, do not analyze, do not engage, simply notice and let them drift like a gentle breeze passing over a calm lake, observing without interference, observing without reaction, observing with gentle curiosity. And with each observation, feel a subtle lightness, a subtle release, a subtle sense that the mind is slowing naturally, without force, without effort, without struggle. Imagine now a soft, warm light surrounding your mind, a light that carries calm, that carries ease, that carries the gentle diffusion of mental activity. And as this light touches your thoughts, notice how they begin to lose urgency, how the racing slows, how the chatter softens like waves becoming smaller, like wind settling over a quiet field. And in this light, you can allow the mind to move, but move differently, more gently, more naturally, more calmly. And as you allow this gentle movement, notice how the nervous system begins to release, the body softens further, and a profound sense of calm begins to spread from the mind through the body, through the entire being. Now consider the idea of control, the habitual need to monitor, to suppress, to direct thoughts. And notice how this effort has created tension in the past, tension in the body, tension in the mind. And as you observe this pattern, allow yourself to release it. Allow yourself to set it down, knowing that you do not need to control, that you do not need to monitor, that the mind can slow naturally, that thoughts can soften naturally, and that calm, true calm, arises effortlessly when control is released. Bring your focus now to the gentle rhythm of the breath, feeling how each inhale brings awareness, each exhale brings release, and with each exhale, feel the mind softening, the mental activity diffusing, spreading out, becoming less urgent, less pressing, less dominant. And as the mind diffuses, notice the awareness that remains, the natural, clear, open awareness, the still presence that has always been there, beneath the thoughts, beneath the noise, beneath the habitual striving. And know that you can return to this awareness anytime, effortlessly, naturally, safely. Imagine now that the mind is like a vast sky. Thoughts are clouds, some light, some dark, some moving quickly, some slowly. And as you watch the clouds drift, you do not need to chase them. You do not need to push them away. You simply watch. And as you watch, the clouds gradually thin, the sky expands, clear space opens, the natural openness of the mind becomes more apparent. And in this openness, a profound sense of calm arises. Now bring attention to any areas of subtle tension in the body, perhaps in the jaw, the shoulders, the back. And as you notice these areas, allow them to soften, release, melt. And as the body softens, the mind follows. As the mind softens, the body follows a gentle, natural synchronization of calm, a gentle slowing of hyperactivity, a gentle restoration of ease. And with each breath, each wave of release, the body and mind sink deeper into this natural rhythm. Allow now a gentle awareness of your thoughts, without needing to interact, without needing to respond, simply noticing them, noticing their passing, noticing their impermanence. And with each passing thought, allow a subtle smile of acceptance, a soft acknowledgement, and then release, noticing that the mind has a natural capacity to slow, to settle, to diffuse, without force, without effort, without judgment. Imagine now that the mind itself becomes a gentle river, flowing slowly, calmly, each thought a ripple on the surface. And as you float on this river of awareness, notice that you do not need to paddle, you do not need to steer. The river carries itself naturally, effortlessly. And in this flow, you can relax fully, completely. Because the mind has its own wisdom, the mind has its own natural rhythm. And tonight, you allow it to operate at its natural pace, soft, calm, effortless. Bring your awareness now to the present moment, noticing the body resting, noticing the breath flowing, noticing the mind gently moving. And as you rest here, feel a profound sense of ease spreading through every part of you, from the crown of your head down through the shoulders, through the chest, the abdomen, the arms, the legs, to the tips of your fingers, to the tips of your toes. A calm, expansive, effortless awareness that is always available, always present, always safe. Now allow yourself to drift deeper into this state, deeper into calm, deeper into the natural rhythm of rest. Noticing that even as thoughts appear, they are gentle, they are temporary, they are part of the natural flow. And your awareness, your gentle, observing presence, remains unshaken, undisturbed, clear, open, calm, free, safe. And as you rest in this way, the nervous system integrates this new rhythm. The mind learns this gentle pace. The body softens further, and sleep can arrive naturally, effortlessly, when it is ready. Feel now the full embodiment of this calm. The mind soft, the body relaxed, the nervous system quiet. And know deeply that hyperactivity does not need to be fought, that racing thoughts do not need to be suppressed, that calm arises when control is released, when observation replaces interference, when acceptance replaces struggle. And tonight, you are practicing this new way of being effortlessly, naturally, safely. Breathe, soften, release, allow, and drift now into the gentle, restorative, natural calm, allowing thoughts to slow naturally, allowing the mind to settle, allowing the nervous system to restore, and resting in effortless, peaceful